ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ladies Learn English YouTube channel. We're going to be continuing the video series about confusing words today. So here is number 3 of the video series about confusing words. Listen to the following sentence and see if you can guess what the 2 confusing words we're going to be talking about today are. My husband and I went to Greece for our honeymoon in 2014. We traveled to multiple islands and saw many different things. Greece was amazing. We'd love to go back one day because we had such a wonderful trip. So, can you guess what the 2 confusing words are? The 2 confusing words we're going to look at today are trip and travel. So these are things that people love to talk about, but some people aren't very comfortable because they don't exactly know the differences between these 2 words. So here we go. Let's start with trip. Trip is a noun, okay? A trip can be a holiday. A trip can be if you go away for business purposes. We usually use trip if you're going to be away from home and staying somewhere like a hotel for at least 24 hours. Okay, so you're leaving your home for an extended period of time. We commonly use the verbs take and go on with trip. So here are some example sentences. I'm going to take a 5-day trip to Croatia next month. My husband went on a business trip to Switzerland last year. You're back from vacation? How was your trip? Okay, so remember that trip is a noun. Now let's look at travel. Travel is a verb. Travel means to go or move from one point to another. Okay, so travel, we're talking about the action of going to another location. Here are some example sentences. I really like to travel with my husband. My friend travels frequently for work. My sister is currently traveling through Australia. Okay, now because these 2 words are really confusing for people, I'm going to give you some examples of how not to use these words. So the first sentence is incorrect. How was your travel? This is not a good sentence because travel is a verb. So we don't say how was your travel, we say how was your trip. Okay. Another bad example is, I'm planning a travel to Canada next year. No, you're not planning a travel, you're planning a trip, or you're planning to travel, but you can't plan a travel. Okay, so you could say, I'm planning to travel to Canada next year, or I'm planning a trip to Canada next year. Okay, so these words, like I said, confuse lots of people. So let's look at them very quickly. In conclusion, trip. A trip is a noun. A trip is the whole experience. So it represents your time in general. The airplane ride, the sights, the food, the hotel. Again, trip is a noun. How was your trip? Travel. When we hear the word travel, it also makes us think about the same types of experiences as trip, like the airplane ride, the sights, the food, the hotel. But the most important thing to remember is that travel is a verb, and it means to move from one place to another. I love to travel to new countries. So here is the example sentence from the beginning again. Can you tell the differences between trip and travel in this sentence? My husband and I went to Greece for our honeymoon in 2014. We traveled to multiple islands and saw many different things. Greece was amazing. We'd love to go back one day because we had such a wonderful trip. Okay, so I hope you can determine the differences between these words now. If you are planning a trip coming up soon, I hope you have a wonderful trip, and I hope you enjoy to travel because it's such a wonderful experience. Take care, and if you have any questions, as always, please comment below. If you're still confused, ask me for clarification. I'm happy to help you. Take care. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.